It's mine. Thank you. Sorry.
Did you decide which nail polish you wanted, Francis?
I'll take the clear one.
Good answer. Trisha, be sure to give her lips and cheeks too.
Well, now wait. Do you want to look fresh and natural, or do you want to look like a woman with a past?
Fresh and natural, I think.
I think we'll do this, Connell.
Well, I don't want to be too made up now. I don't want him to think I look trashy.
Don't you worry. When I'm through with you, he won't stand a chance.
What's his name?
Bradford.
Bradford what?
He didn't tell me.
Brad and Francis. Brad and Fran.
Only Brad I ever knew was my orthodontist. Brad Rosenblum. He had the hairiest hands and he was always sticking them in my mouth.
Brad and Fran. Brad and Franny.
I hate being called that.
That's cute.
It sounds too much like Fanny.
Well, what does he do?
Trisha, he's a bartender.
No, he's in law school.
Really?
Yes. He only bartends part-time, thankfully.
Well, you tell him he makes a superior martini.
Law school. Trisha, you have scored. How old is he?
36.
36 and he's never been married?
He's been married.
Divorced?
No, she died
Oh.
Poor thing.
4 years ago.
Well, in a way that's kind of attractive. I mean, it makes him kind of tragic and mysterious.
But he says he's just getting over it.
Francis, your timing's impeccable.
I just had a horrible thought.
What?
What if he killed her?
Mindy?
I'm serious. What if he goes around the country marrying women and then killing them? Didn't you ever see that movie?
Yes. And you know what? He kind of looks like that guy.
Does he?
He's got those sharp eyes.
How did she die, Francis?
He didn't tell me.
My cousin George. I can get him to run a security check for you.
I thought your cousin George was a Norse.
That's my other cousin George. I have 3 cousins named George. One named Georgette, one named Georgina, and my Aunt Georgia. We're all named after my grandfather.
What was his name?
George.
Brad just can't be a killer. He's too nice.
Those are the ones you need to look out for.
Wouldn't that be gross?
What?
If you fell in love with a real psycho killer and you really loved him and you married him and all and then you found out what he was, what would you do?
Well, first thing, I would find a good support group for the wives of psycho killers because I think I would need to find some people who really understood what I was going through.
Would you tell the police?
Come to think of it, I guess I would be kind of scared.
We were talking about how scary a place like living in Knoxville can be, and he said he would never go back to the country because his wife died and he just couldn't do it. I don't know. How could he be a killer? He's just too nice.
She died under very mysterious circumstances.
He said he had to shut that part of his life out and start all over with a clean slate.
Just like that guy in the movie.
You better get him to show you some pictures of when he was younger, Francis. For all we know, he might not really be bald. He might have shaved his head to change his identity.
I bet Bradford isn't even his real name.
You know what you do? You go to McDonald's with him, and when he's not looking, you take something that he's touched. Pick it up with a napkin, though, and just slip it in your purse, and tomorrow you take it to the FBI.
If she's alive tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think you would kill her on their first date.
You two are horrible.
Bradford is too nice to be a killer. He's a Christian! Of course, he's a different kind of Christian than I am. Since he believes in drinking beers, I told him that was wrong, and he said he didn't think so. But he said he'd be willing to talk about it. That's the main reason I decided to go out with him.
Really?
Yes! See, a good Christian man is hard to find these days. There isn't a good single one in my church group, and they're all younger than me, and I believe the man should be older than the woman.
And taller, too, I bet.
Well, sure.
Anybody want a drink?
I'll take one.
I don't usually, but I think I'll make an exception.
Let me see.